Sports, kickoff looming in this AFC West matchup as we join you from Sports Authority Field at Mile High.
Happy New Year, everybody. Jim Nance, Phil Simms, thanks for sharing the holiday with us. Let's get ready for some football.
Yeah, let's get ready. You know, that old saying, it doesn't matter if you're playing to go to the playoffs or whatever you're doing in the NFL. The teams that are out of it, they say, oh, their cars are running in the parking lot. That is not the case anymore in this league. Everybody's ready to go. They know jobs are on the line, playoff positions are on the line. That's why it's exciting this time of year.
Okay, let's head down to the field now for the start of this one. Davis going to test the coverage here. And they crash into him, ending the return at the 20-yard line. Here is the former overall #1 pick of the draft by way of Utah, quarterback Alex Smith.
Alex Smith does a little bit of everything. Able to get out of trouble when he needs to. Pretty good athlete and has learned over the years to throw the football down the field better and better as the years have gone by.
First down at the 20. Charles is going to take the handoff now. They bring him to the turf. On offense today, out of Notre Dame at tight end, 6'4", Anthony Fasano.
Hey, I saw Anthony Fasano, Jim, play high school football back in New Jersey. He is a really solid tight end, really good blocker at the line of scrimmage, and also can go down the field and catch those passes.
Jamal Charles is in the backfield. Second down and 9. And Wolf in on the tackle. As we get a look at this defense, DeMarcus Ware, a player opposing offenses hate to have to face.
Oh, my gosh. And where is he going to line up? We've seen him line up outside. He lines up as an inside linebacker. You know, he drops back in pass coverage. But when he rushes the quarterback, one of the best in the league.
Third down and 6. And after only 3 plays, that incompletion brings us to 4th down.
Sometimes on the defensive side, hurrying the quarterback is just as good as sacking him, because when you hurry him, he doesn't have time to think. He's probably not going to be as accurate, and they get the incompletion. Good job by the defense.
And he muffs it. The ball's on the ground. Tackles made. One of the biggest legends the game will ever know. Quarterback Peyton Manning.
Well, when you watch Peyton Manning play, there's a core of plays that he still runs that he has great success with. Everybody in the NFL knows he's going to run them, but he still makes them work.
Manning's lining up in the pistol. An extra tight end on the field for this one. First and 10. Balls handed the football. Left side. Holly's there to make the tackle. Here's a look at the offensive unit that needs to get off to a strong start today. And as always, the starting lineups have been brought to you by Snickers, your source for football satisfaction. Welker's a receiver in the slot. Peyton Manning under center. The Broncos have it at the 34. Johnson's in on the tackle. Derek Johnson is a man who makes so many tackles for this Chiefs defense.
I watched Derek Johnson in college for the University of Texas. He was making tackles all the time down there, and he has continued that process even in the NFL.
Inside, 120.
Balls in the backfield, single back set. The Broncos take it from the 38. Another handoff right back to him. And it's Eric Berry who brings him down.
Well, it's going to go back after this play and give his offensive line a little pat on the rear end and say, good job. 3rd and short. They gave him the opportunity to get in there and pick up that first down.
Manning comes out of the pistol.
36.
Now 1st and 10. Right back to him. That'll put them in what we call plus territory.
That was a power running play that time by the offense. It picked up some good yards. Nothing like it. Show the defense you're willing to get in there and slug it out and get some tough running yards.
Wide receivers are bunched up.
Mirror, mirror. Bounce, bounce. Left, left.
The Broncos will take the snap from the 45. Launching it deep. And it's incomplete.
Just not a good decision by the quarterback. I mean, maybe on the sidelines they keep calling the wrong plays, but he's attacking the strength of this cover 2 defense. Don't do that. Throw where they're not. That's deep down the middle.
Offense lines up here. Welker's in the slot. Manning out of the gun. He's looking to the right here on this throw. The tackle's made and the first down is picked up.
I think the best thing to say about that play, it's just it gained a few yards, so that's what you do. All plays don't score. Sometimes you just want to pick up a couple yards.
First down at the 38. Manning with the give. The tackle is made. Manning's got everybody split out wide.
Mirror, mirror. Valley 19.
The Broncos from the 37. Thomas is taking the handoff. Demaryius Thomas takes the hit and is brought down.
Thomas is a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
Here they come back to the line after picking up over 20 yards on that last play. First down at the 18. He'll go to the left. Picks up about 2.
Not a good play call by the offensive coordinator. You're in the red zone, trying to catch the defense off guard. I would have gone with the pass. Instead, they go with the run, and it gets very little gain.
We'll switch sides and take a break as the first quarter comes to a close here in Denver, Colorado. The Broncos still possess the football as we begin the second quarter. Welker's lined up now as a slot receiver. Wide receivers stacked up on this play. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Johnson's all over that offense and brings him down.
The Chiefs defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
Mounting a serious drive.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
What a drive this has been.
Ace, ace, ace.
3rd and 9. And looking underneath, this will go incomplete.
Well, quarterbacks know on 3rd down they got to make a decision and get rid of that football because the defense, they are coming after you. That time just not good enough, and he throws an incompletion.
The kick is through for 3.
Well, Jim, that field goal puts them in the lead. It was a nice drive by the offense, and what it does, it just gives you confidence. You did some positive things on the field, and it should carry over for you for the rest of the game.
Broncos ready to boot it down the field. It'll be a touchback. The Chiefs come to the line with a bunch set. 1st down and 10. And Wolf in on the tackle. Smith by himself in the backfield. The Chiefs take it from the 23. Throws to the right. Got the completion.
Jim, when you have a quarterback that is accurate as this guy is, when he sees man-to-man coverage, he is going to get the completion.
The Chiefs have it at the 39. And they'll run the football with Charles. Charles lined up in the backfield. Now the
Smith's going to take it from the shotgun. Caught for the first down.
You know, when you throw the football like that down the field, you pick up a first down. Now you can do anything you want on the offensive side, and you got that defense guessing.
Charles is lined up as the single back. The Chiefs have it at the 39. Jamal Charles carries the football. Met by Vaughn Miller.
It's always good for the quarterback to really do a good job faking the pass right before the draw play. Get the defensive lineman up the field, get the linebacker dropping back for pass, and there's an open gap that the running back took advantage of.
Offense lines up here.
The Chiefs take it from the 33. The Chiefs now move the chains. You talk about controlling the flow of the game. Another first down, and the drive keeps on going.
Yeah, why not? The defense, they're just sitting over there. They're taking the hits and not even fighting back. It's a terrible job by the defense.
Smith will have it in the pistol.
First and 10.
To Avery. The Chiefs get a first down.
The key to being a really good route runner and running these drag routes across the field is show some courage. Don't worry about what's in front of you. The quarterback will take care of that.
They've come out in the dime package.
They're going back up top. Touchdown.
All right, listen up.
Well, it's first and goal. I think a lot of defenses are thinking run here, and so the offense, they call a nice play, very deceptive. They throw the football, and they get the easy touchdown pass.
The Chiefs now will tack on the extra point. Inside of the uprights. Ryan Suckup ready for the kickoff. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21.
On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel.
And a flag comes out.
Looking to the right side and throwing. They tackle him at the 26-yard line.
Offside. Defense.
That's what happens when you try to guess the snap count.
Richard.
Peyton Manning under center. The Broncos snap it at the 26.
He's looking to the right here on this throw. And he's going to be tackled right around the 43. No huddle time. 1st and 10. Looks to his left.
Gets it out for the completion.
He's brought to a halt.
Anytime you give a quarterback that kind of time, he's going to get comfortable, get his feet under him, be relaxed, and he is going to make the perfect throw down the field. Easy completion that time for the quarterback.
Ball lines up in the backfield. The Broncos will take the snap from the 40.
Throws the pass.
Thomas is marked down at the 19. The Broncos
Signal for the timeout. And that's the first one they've used. Offense ready for action coming out of their timeout.
Well, that's just a good old physical run by the offense there, and it's good for a few yards and gets them another first down.
That long gain sets them up here on this play.
Manning's going to take it from the gun. Here's Sanders.
Gains 17.
The Broncos
Decide to take a timeout here, leaving them with only one. That timeout might be very useful for the offense. They're now ready to go.
Nice throw that time by the quarterback in the red zone. Gets a completion, and there's some tight spots. Not a lot of room, so you got to really drive the football in there.
The defense comes out in the dime.
1st and goal. Ball's going to...
That's a touchdown. Able to take it across from just a couple of yards out.
I would bet 1st and goal that the offense about 90% of the time is going to run the football. And what do they do here? They run it and they get it done. That is power football at its best.
The Broncos for the point after. And the point after is good. Matt, Prater is ready to run up and kick this football.
And Davis is going to test the coverage this time. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. Smith's got two tight ends on the field for this snap.
Now 1st and 10. Smith with the handoff. Then picks up about 3. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining.
Charles is a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
Offense getting set now following the timeout. Charles is lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. The Chiefs will take the snap from the 30. Fasano's got the catch and the first. And the timeout is called, so we're going to take a quick break and return in just a moment.
That's a really good throw and catch, and they get the first down, Jim. That's what you want to do. Pick up that first down. Now you give your offense 3 more opportunities.
The offense has had time now to game plan, strategize after the timeout, and now they're ready to go. Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime.
Smith takes it from the gun.
Catch made. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
The Chiefs have to call one right here, and they do. And they are out of timeouts.
What's the old expression? Just move the chains. That's what they did with that throw and catch that time, Jim. It also gives them a chance for 3 more downs.
We're back, and the offense is ready to roll after the timeout. Offense lines up here. First down at the 45.
Smith connects with Avery.
They're going to the hurry-up offense, and they're back to the line quickly.
The Chiefs will look to tie the game up on this field goal try.
An empty possession for the offense.
It's such a demoralizing thing when a kicker misses a field goal attempt. If he would have made it, it would have tied the game. The momentum would have been on their side. Everybody would have been excited. But look at them now. Everybody's down.
This will probably be the last play of the first half.
First down at the 43. Going deep, looking for Demaryius Thomas.
Almost intercepted that time. So that's going to do it for the first half. Broncos are up in this one. We're back here now in this one where the Broncos lead by 3.
Let's find out the latest from the sideline. Danielle Bellini is there reporting.
Jim, I got a chance to quickly speak with Coach Reed during halftime. It's an uphill battle for his team, guys, as they head into the second half. But he says it's not the time to get frustrated. There's no reason to try and be a hero. Just follow the game plan, and things will work themselves out. I'll send it back up to you guys.
Thanks, Danielle, and now we'll go to the field. Suckup has it teed up now for the start of the second half. And the tackle's made. The offense will start their drive from about the 31. Manning's going to be in the pistol here.
Buffalo, Buffalo.
First down at the 31. Ball's got it on the handoff. Berry's there that time for the tackle.
That's a nice play that time by the offense, getting the first down. They're up here in the second half, and they're moving the football. That is a great feeling.
Welker's going to get set in the slot for this snap.
Right there. Here we go. Watch the flip.
The Broncos have it at the 44. And the pass incomplete. Offense lines up here.
Go. Help.
Second down and 10.
Manning finds Thomas.
Well, that's a nice completion by the offense. And what it does, it just puts them in a more manageable situation so they can pick up that third down.
Offense lines up here.
Left. Motion. Left. Watch the man. See the man. Go right.
Peyton Manning from the shotgun.
It's over to Welker. That catch will extend the drive. That's been the story of this game. Another third down conversion to move the chains.
The Broncos are really a true football team. Their defense, we know it's good. They don't want to just rely on it. The offense, nice job picking up that first down. Eat the clock up. Keep the pace of the game on your side. Small lead here in the second half. That was a good job.
Welker's lined up in the slot.
Reset it. Watch the blitz.
The Broncos from the 37.
The give. That'll stop the play right there.
Welker's a receiver in the slot. Wide receivers are bunched up. The Broncos take it from the 33. He'll fire it out to the left. Thomas got the catch and the first. Denver in for the score.
Nothing like it for a quarterback, I'll tell you that. I loved it. Throw a little short pass and just root your guy on and watch him break the tackles and score a touchdown. Pretty exciting stuff.
The Broncos lined up now for the point after. Driving extra point is good. Broncos ready to boot it down the field. Davis running this one out. Throws the stiff arm. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. Charles is lined up directly behind the quarterback here. First down at the 27. Makes the reception, and they are in on Bo.
When you play man-to-man against this receiver, you're going to have a tough time. Quarterback's a good thrower. Really hard for a defensive back to stay with him.
Alex Smith will take it right from the center. First down at the 45. Gets the handle here. Charles takes the hit and is brought down. Second down and 4. Takes it from the eye. And this won't even get back to the line. They'll end up losing one.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense that time. They diagnosed the running play. They got in the backfield, and they tackled the runner for a loss.
Offense lines up here. 3rd and 5. Smith's got it on the play action. The reception, easy, wide open.
Jim, when you're down multiple scores in the second half, you're looking for the little things to get momentum on your side. So just get a first down. Don't look for the big plays. That was a good job by the offense that time.
The defense comes out in the nickel. The Chiefs take it from the 33. Throw to the left. Makes the reception. Can't find space, and this will be a loss of 1 on the play.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
It's a dime look for the defense on this play.
The Chiefs have it at the 34.
Launches it down the field. A near interception, that time by Harris.
Well, the defense has to be depressed after that play because when you get a chance to get off the field, get a turnover, and get the offense off the field, man, you got to take advantage of situations like that.
Smith's setting up now in the pistol. The Chiefs have it at the 34. The catch is made.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? Third and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
This will be a 42-yard field goal try.
The kick is good.
Well, even though they get the field goal that time, it's still disappointing. You get in that position, you'd like to score a touchdown.
Chiefs getting set for kickoff.
Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. We'll switch sides and take a quick break as the third quarter comes to a close here just beneath the Rocky Mountains in Denver, Colorado. Welcome back, folks. We're getting set for the start of the next quarter.
Watch the blitz, watch the blitz.
Nickel formation here for the defense.
Blitz is mine, blitz is mine.
Nickel formation for the defense here. The final quarter underway now with this snap. Catch made along the sideline.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion.
Offense lines up here.
15. 50's mine. 50's mine. Watch the blitz. Watch the blitz.
The Broncos snap it up at the 26.
For about 4.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Ball lines up in the backfield.
Reset it. Reset. Reset.
3rd and short.
Ball's going to take the handoff now.
Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
That is a nice job by the running back there. He knew it was 3rd and short, so he put that big old body up in there and grinds out the first down.
On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel.
Ace, ace, ace.
The Broncos have it at the 34.
Trying to work that left side.
This defense can pressure the quarterback. There's no doubt about it. They did this time, and it results in another incompletion.
Welker's in the slot.
Check.
Peyton Manning will be taking this one from the gun. He'll take the snap from the gun. Welker's got it. First down.
And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times. But one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this to pick up those first downs and keep it going.
This play set up by the long gainer.
Reset it.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Here comes the training staff as we've got a player down on the field.
This is always a nervous time for the player, and of course it's a very nervous time for the team and his family home watching, so we think it's not going to be major.
Ball lines up in the backfield. The Broncos will take the snap from the 35.
And they bring him down at the 33-yard line.
You got to keep your offensive lineman aggressive, so you have to run the football every once in a while. That run, even though it was a short gain, it served a purpose.
Welker's lined up now as a slot receiver. The Broncos take it from the 33.
Back to the ground. So they failed to convert on 3rd down, but that's been one of the lone failures on 3rd today.
And this fires the football team up. The defense, 3rd and short. They stop the run, keeps the offense short of the first down, and look at the excitement on the defensive side.
We reached the 2-minute warning.
Well, it was a long field goal attempt, but this time they're unable to come up with any points at all.
Yeah, and when you get in situations like this, everything has to be perfect. The snap, the hold, and the kick, and it wasn't, and that's why they missed the field goal.
Defense lining up here late in this one, trying to hold on to the lead. First down at the 40. Looking across the middle. Talib's in on the tackle. Has his target.
I think the best thing to say about that play, it's just it gained a few yards, so that's what you do. All plays don't score. Sometimes you just want to pick up a couple yards.
They've come out in the dime package. The Chiefs have it at the 34. And he's forced to the ground. They immediately call for a timeout.
Well, that's the quarterback's fault. My gosh. The safety, that's who he is supposed to look at all times. When he's under center and when he drops back, he takes his eyes off of him. And what happens? Well, he gets sacked.
Offense ready to play after calling a timeout. Offense lines up here. 3rd and 13. Unable to bring it in.
These receivers in the NFL, they are so good now. Anytime you see a drop pass, it's almost always the one reason. They took their eyes off the football before it got there.
Smith set, empty backfield. Out of the shotgun formation. They failed to convert, and now a change of possession.
What a surprising move that time by the coach. It's 4th and long. You got a close game here, and you go for it, and you fail. I don't know why you would take that chance so early.
Watch the blitz, watch the blitz. Well, let's go.
The defense comes out on the dime. First down at the 42. To the ground. Heading right. Houston's the one who brings them to the ground. The Chiefs call a timeout and are left now with only one. After that timeout by the defense, play is ready to resume. There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. 2nd down and 5. Balls handed the football. And that's Houston in on the stop. The Chiefs with no timeouts left. Defense got a bit of a blow and now readies for the next play.
It's about managing the football game. That's why they ran the football right there. Not a big gain, but sometimes you have to be predictable. You have the lead. You're trying to get rid of the clock. You got to run it.
Osweiler set in the pistol.
3rd down and 3.
Balls taking the handoff. Now
They take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
In situations like this, when you're looking to get that 1 first down to win the game, it's tough because the defense knows there's only a few plays that you're going to try to run, but the offense gets it done. Great job.
Let's go. 295. 295. Watch the blitz. Watch the blitz.
Takes the knee. Offense lines up here.
Let's go. Fred 38. Fred 38. Z.
Takes the knee. A tightly contested contest that has now come to a conclusion.
And Phil, before we go, let's take a look at today's GMC Never Say Never moment of the game. So for Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.